What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, undefeated WBC lightweight world champion, superstar boxer, Devin "The Dream" Haney gets a unanimous decision victory over three-division world champion, superstar boxer, Jorge Linares. Devin Haney, he fought the first 3 rounds on the outside. The rest of the fight, he fought in the pocket, as everybody was asking him to do. Okay? He fought the complete rest of the fight in the pocket. Devin Haney outclassing Jorge Linares, counterpunching, body work, left hooks to the body, straight left jab to the body, out jabbing Jorge Linares, piecing up Jorge Linares. Devin Haney started hooking with the hooker in Jorge Linares. He started trading with Jorge Linares. Clean fight. Devin Haney gets to the 10th round, and in the 10th round, Jorge Linares throws a 6-punch combination, and the last punch, the right hand, lands on Devin Haney, clips him, and buzzes him. From that point on, Devin Haney was just trying to recover through the 12th round, counterpunching when he needed to just to get his back off the ropes, because he was clearly visibly hurt. But he weathered the storm. He got the unanimous decision victory. Okay? With that said, that's going to be the focal point of this fight, that Devin Haney was buzzed in the fight. A lot of fighters get buzzed in their fights. We saw Floyd Mayweather get buzzed early in his career. We saw Roy Jones get buzzed early in his career. Sugar Ray Leonard buzzed in his career early. This happens. You're in the sport of boxing, you're going to get clipped, okay? We saw Terrence Crawford buzz. We saw Errol Spence buzz early in his career. We saw Miguel Cotto's brother nearly knock out Canelo Alvarez early in his career. This happens in the sport of boxing, especially as you're looking to grow through the sport. He's only 22 years of age. He was fighting a 3-division world champion, a legend in the sport of boxing. Well, maybe not a legend, but he's definitely a Hall of Famer and a superstar within the sport of boxing in Jorge Linares. Let's not forget, one of the judges had Jorge Linares winning a fight against, at the time, the considered to be top 2 pound-for-pound best fighters in the world, and 2-time Olympic gold medalist, 3-division world champion, and he was the unified lightweight world champion in Vasyl Lomachenko. Now, Lomachenko, he got the stoppage victory. But let's not forget that one of the judges at the time of the stoppage, one of the judges had Jorge Linares up on the cards, and he had dropped Vasyl Lomachenko in the fight for the first time in Lomachenko's career. So, this is the same Jorge Linares that defeated Luke Campbell, who floored Ryan Garcia, undefeated rising Mexican superstar title contender, in their fight. So, Jorge Linares is nothing to sneeze at. Jorge Linares, he threw a 6-punch combination, and Devin Haney slipped up and let the right hand come through, and the right hand landed on the dot. So, with that said, he still passed the test with flying colors. They're not going to talk about the fact that he clearly outboxed and outclassed Jorge Linares all the way through round 1 through rounds 10. They're just going, even the 10th round, that was at the very last 5 seconds of the 10th round, in which Devin Haney dominated the 10th round. So Devin Haney dominated the 10th round, and 5 seconds left in the 10th round, he gets clipped with the last punch of a 6-punch combination that Jorge Linares was throwing out of desperation. And that's going to be the conversation. He got clipped. Clean punch. He was buzzed. You could see his legs wasn't there. In the 10th and 11th round, his legs still hadn't recovered. And in the 12th round, he just made sure he was going to get the victory. And he just was holding on and buying time till he got the victory. We saw at the very last second, very 5 seconds left in the round, Floyd Mayweather with a pull counter. He missed the pull counter, and Marcos Maidana essentially knocked Floyd Mayweather's, what people said it was his tooth. Some people said it was just sweat. Some people said it was a piece of his mouthpiece. But he buzzed Floyd Mayweather to the point where Floyd Mayweather's legs locked up, and it seemed like Floyd Mayweather didn't even know where he was at now. Floyd Mayweather has a grain of chin, and he recovered very, very quickly. But this happens in the sport of boxing. Nonetheless, he fought the fight that everybody wanted to see. He fought in the pocket. He didn't utilize the ring. First 3 rounds he did to gauge the timing, the power, the distance, judging Jorge Linares, moving around the ring, outboxing him, outclassing him. He could have did that for 12 rounds, but he decided to stand in the pocket and just essentially dig to the body, counter Jorge Linares, hook with him. Again, Jorge Linares is a vet. He's a Hall of Famer. He's nothing to sneeze at. He's no walk in the park. And so Jorge Linares being seasoned, being in the ring with some of the absolute best in the world, Jorge Linares, he knows what to do. He's dealing with somebody who's 22 years of age. There's a lot to be learned for Devin Haney. Beautiful boxing performance. But don't confuse this with how he would fight undefeated, unified, lightweight world champion superstar boxer Teofimo Lopez. Don't confuse this in which the man he'll fight Gervonta Tank Davis or Ryan Garcia. See, styles make fights. Every fight is different. When you saw Floyd Mayweather, he struggled with Zab Judah. Floyd Mayweather, he struggled with Emmanuel Augustus. Floyd Mayweather didn't struggle with the likes of a Manny Pacquiao. Floyd Mayweather didn't struggle with Diego Corrales. Floyd Mayweather didn't struggle with some of the best fighters, Ricky Hatton. He didn't struggle in those fights. So you see, it depends on the fighter, and it depends on the fight. Every style is different. We saw Teofimo Lopez, right? He struggled with Nakatani. He didn't so much struggle with Richie Coleman at all, and he struggled a very little bit with Lomachenko. He struggled more with Nakatani than he did with Lomachenko. So styles make fights. Don't take this and say, well, Devin Haney was exposed. No, he made a mistake in the last 5 seconds of a round. He completely dominated with a guy who was desperate, who's a Hall of Famer, a vet and very seasoned. He threw a desperate 6-punch combination. The only punch that landed was the last punch, in which Devin Haney came up out of the thinking that it was done. He came up out of the exchange thinking it was done and got caught with the right hand before he came up, clean on the chin. It happens. He didn't go down. He understood, I need to grasp on. My legs are not there. I need to hold on until I recover. It happens. It happens. We saw Tyson Fury get dropped by a cruiserweight in Steve Cunningham. It happens. In which he had a significant size advantage over Steve Cunningham. He was clipped and dropped hard by Steve Cunningham. It happens. This is the sport of boxing. Okay? When you're a pure boxer like Devin Haney, and you looking to please the crowd, and you looking to get victories, and you're young, you're looking to dominate these fights, and you're looking to step up with the very best, well, it happens. So if he would have stayed on the outside and just outboxed him for the rest of the night, like he did the first 3 rounds and just stayed out of range, then everybody would have been saying, oh, Devin Haney is boring. So he mixed it up and he got clipped. It happens. Everybody praises boxers that have action-packed fights. We saw Oscar Valdez, when he fought against Miguel Berchelt, he was hurting Miguel Berchelt. He dropped Miguel Berchelt. But what happened in the fight? At some point in time, Miguel Berchelt hurt Oscar Valdez and looked like he could be on the verge of stopping Oscar Valdez. It happens. We seen Manny Pacquiao get knocked out twice early in his career by guys you never even heard of. It happens. We saw Manny Pacquiao brutally knocked out by Juan Manuel Marquez. It happens. That's the name of the game, especially when you fight in close range. We saw Igis Kavalauskas unofficially drop Terrence Crawford. It happens. These things happen in the sport of boxing, especially when you stand in the pocket. So that doesn't take anything away from Devin Haney or this victory. Great victory, great learning lesson. He'll take this moving forward and understand you can't have no lapses at all whatsoever, because the slightest lapse and the slightest, he got comfortable. He got too comfortable with taking Jorge Linares' punches. He got too comfortable in the pocket, and he got clipped with the last punch of a 6-punch combination. I think it was 5 or 6-punch combination. It was just a flurry that Jorge Linares threw, and it clipped him with 5 seconds left in the round. If it was 5 seconds left. In the round, he was completely dominating and looked like he was getting ready to stop Jorge Linares. It happens. So with that said, this was a beautiful performance on my part, in my opinion, on the part of Devin Haney, outboxing a Hall of Famer, a 3-division champion who's very seasoned, Jorge Linares didn't look like he belonged in the fight with Devin Haney. Devin Haney outclassed him. Period. He got the victory. Let's see Teofimo Lopez. Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez got his mandatory IBF challenger in George Kambosos Jr. That's June 19th in a few short weeks. Let's see how that plays out. And let's see Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez for Undisputed. That's all I got for y'all. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
This is Amanda, the Real Deal Serrano, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.